are down here, girl. We have to talk about Bell Collective. We have to talk about Miami. I took notes for Miami, and it was actually pretty good. I'm talking about last week's episode, girl. I'm behind. I did Beverly Hills, and I totally forgot about Miami, and then I forgot about. I watched Married to Medicine. Did I take notes? I watched Married to Medicine and the Bell Collective. I forgot to take notes on the Bell Collective. I kind of talked about it in a video that I haven't posted yet. Girl, I don't know why I'm so behind. I don't know why. There's no reason why I'm behind. And yesterday I was like, I have work to do. Like, I have to watch these shows, and I'll be watching like other stuff and reading and stuff. I've been reading this book called Black Rituals by Sterling Plump. It was actually mentioned in a Discord that I was in, and I took note and grabbed the book and got it, and it came from some library in Columbia. Where is Columbia? Missouri? Is that Missouri? I don't know. But it came from some library, and it was written in 1972, before most of us landed, honey. And when I tell you, you see how many, I just picked it up, and I've had it, right? And I'm like, I looked in it, I skimmed through it, I look at the table of contents, and then when I get when it's in my spirit to pick it up, and yesterday I picked it up, I read some of it on Twitter, in a voice note on Twitter, and this book was written in 1972, like over 50 years ago. And girl, it's wild. If I read you some, I really came down here to talk about Amani's opinion about Ashanti, where there's a lot of messaging, a lot of mixed messaging in her message, like in her opinion about Ashanti and Nelly with his smiling ass. Off top, we just want to say the Yelp reviews are out about Nelly and his history with women, and having non-consensual sex with women, and and so a lot of people are like, okay, you went back to him, like, what is going on? So hold on, let me order my little thing. Okay, thank you. Oh, no worries. Can I have a tall, hot oat milk latte? Can you put 2 pumps of chai and 2 pumps of brown sugar syrup in there? And can you make that extra hot and no foam, please? No foam, sorry. Yeah. And that's it. Erica? Yeah. All right, thank you. So I came down here to talk about Amani's opinion about Ashanti and how it's causing a stir on, down in the blogs, in the comments. And there's multiple messaging here, and I feel like people are like, okay, first, for me, I don't understand why you would want to duplicate the DNA of an alleged rapist, right? That's me. That's just me. His Yelp reviews are out there. If you, I don't know why you would want to be in a relationship with him after all of those allegations. That is Ashanti's choice, whatever, right? For her to have gone all this time, some people are saying maybe she just wants the baby, and Nelly is the person that she wants to be the father of the child, and she doesn't want to get married, right? There are groups of women are like, okay, remember the groups, marry before you carry. Why is she there? They value the marriage to the man, the attachment to the man, more than they value the mother-child dynamic, right? So they shame you for being a single mother, right? Because there's no attachment to a man, right? Completely ignoring the relationship that should be maintained is between the father and the child. The mother and the father don't have to maintain a relationship, right? But the stigma is you are someone a man didn't marry, right? You didn't get picked by a man. Therefore, and now you have a child. The child makes you less valuable in the eyes of some people. Not everybody. In the eyes of some people, the child makes you less valuable. When in actuality, if we want to put value on things and talk in that way, there's no real sustainable value in a marriage, as we can see. Like, the numbers don't lie. They just don't lie. And the dynamics of these male and female relationships, when a baby comes into play, after a man has been disconnected from this woman, he gets back into a relationship with this woman, and this woman has lived a carefree life. She's lived her 20s, 30s, and I think she's 40 now. I don't know how old Ashanti is. She might be on her way to 40, where it's like, okay, I want to have a baby now. Okay, I'm going to have a baby with this guy. I wouldn't pick him to have the baby with, per se. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the decisions, like, oh, now I want a baby, so I want a baby. I don't necessarily want to be married. And there's gaggles of people who, under their patriarchal pre-programming, is that they see, oh, you don't have a man next to you, you're not valuable. You have a baby, and the man, you're not with the man. It's not about the baby and the father. It's about you and the father, and you being single. That's the part about it. Being a mother is magnificent, right? For some people, that's where the value lies, not in being attached to a man. When you know that, one, being attached to a man while you're pregnant, your life is at risk, right? Depending on the dynamic of the relationship. Number two, you know that black men don't get married. More than half of black men in their lives will never get married. They will never get married. And for people to want her to get married, even though we know that the marriage, if she were to get married, it's not going to last this lifetime that you guys have dreamed of, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I making sense? And what Amani was saying was multiple things. She was seeing marriage to a man as valuable, when we know how long it lasts, right? The lifetime of the product that you're buying. We know the lifetime of the product. It's likely going to break down after 8 years. So release the fantastical delusion of a forever relationship with somebody in the form of marriage. Her wanting a child, I feel, I don't have a problem with her wanting a child. Who you want the father of the child to be, that's where we're gonna butt heads. Like, and of course everybody's like, it's her body, let her do this. Nobody's saying not have a baby. Nobody's saying you don't, because there's so many messaging. There's the people who want her to be married to Nelly, but why would you want her to do that? Would you want Kiki to be married to Darius? Would you rather these women be married to these men, knowing how the men behave in the relationship? One, when the woman is pregnant. Two, after the baby arrives and they're no longer the center of her world. And then we see a breakdown. Oh, but it's not everybody. It doesn't happen like that. For more than half, it does. So, oh, what's going on? Oh, my face is so hot. Oh, I'm at 397. What is this? They really want you to put your credit. They really want you to attach a card to here so they can hold your money. Hang on here. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, you too. So, I want y'all to hear what she's saying, and then we'll listen to it and, like, stop it and listen to it. You know how I do. All right. So let me cue it up while we're in this parking lot here, and there's no traffic, too much traffic around. Let's cue it up. Cue it up. Cue it up. Okay, here she goes. Oh, girl, you gotta turn the thing on.
Line in. Please say a command.
Bluetooth audio.
Bluetooth audio.
All right.
to accept another woman is there with her hands out waiting for crumbs. That's exactly the situation that reminds me of this whole Nelly and Ashanti relationship, right? He was with that other woman for nearly a decade. And she went on that show and she said, I don't want to be just a baby mama. I want to be a wife. Like, I want it to be love, marriage, baby, and in that order. And in that order. And we don't know why they broke up, or at least I don't know why they broke up. And now he's rebounding with Ashanti, and let's just call it what it is. It's a rebound, sis. Like, it's a rebound. I hate to see Ashanti going out bad like this, because honestly, when I saw that she was pregnant, in my head I said, yikes. Because already, sis, and why didn't you make him marry you? But this is a middle-aged man who did not marry the woman that he was engaged to for 7 years. And he's probably not going to marry Ashanti either. And if we're really keeping it a buck, probably the only reason that he's with Ashanti is because he's already middle-aged and he's nearing the end of his life, and he wants somebody to spend the rest of his life with, and he wants a kid. And Chantel was not going to give him a kid without marriage.
Or he has children.
A lot of black women are too comfortable being the baby moms. Now, Chantel was like, I'm not going to be a baby mom. But Ashanti was like, oh, please, please love me. I'll be your baby mom. Girl. Remember when I told y'all?
Okay, so off top, I don't know the dynamics and the timeline of Nelly and Ashanti's relationships in relation to his relationships and her being a rebound. Some people are saying the other women were rebounds and Ashanti is the one that he's always wanted. That's why he's gleefully smiling. But if he wanted her so much, why didn't he marry her? I said a lot of these dudes just want to pee on women. They kind of want to mark their territories, and the way to mark their territories is by having a child with you. They don't want to marry you, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, so what if he doesn't want to marry her? What is he of value? Why would she want to marry him? Because her relationship to him should not define the relationship between him and his child. Y'all want her to be married, and you're using baby mama as an insult, when really the insult is being married to a motherfucker who is unworthy of being married to you. But why is he worthy of having a baby with? Maybe you think his genetics are worthy of duplication. I mean, after all those allegations, I wouldn't have a baby. I wouldn't suggest she have a baby with Nelly. Not with Nelly, no. No, because now you are bringing a child into a world where now their father, they can go and look and see their father has been accused of all of these violent acts against women, and then you're like, you had a baby with him even after, like, you at some point, whether you, that's why they say having babies is selfish, because at some point that person that you birth is going to grow up and have a mind of their own, and is going to ask you, why? I just read that my father was alleged and settled out of court on rape allegations, and you had me after these allegations. Why would you choose him to be my father? That's the part that y'all miss, is that person is going to grow up and ask you, why did you choose this person? Especially, it might be a male child, but a female child growing up is going to be like, girl, what? You, like, for those who stay in marriages and relationships that aren't beneficial for the kids, you really don't want to leave, but you're using your children as a scapegoat. But then your children grow up and be like, you stayed in an unhappy marriage just so that we can witness it? Because then we're going to learn and hopefully reject, but more than likely learn and adopt those behaviors in other relationships. Why would you subject a child to a father to be a rapist? I don't know. Like, that's gross to me. That's gross. So another part of, I don't know if like I said, I don't know the timeline of Ashanti and Thing's relationship. I just feel like y'all put value in marriage and stigmatize being an unmarried woman as if there's value in being married. Like, that's the part that I feel like that we're like not paying attention to. to be married to him. She may not want to legally bind herself to him. She might not want to combine businesses with him. She may just want to have a baby. And that's the man she chose. Now, again, I don't think the man she chose is the greatest, but that's her choice. I feel like a lot of these dudes, they get back with these women and they want to put their mark on them, right? And there's two things happening at one time. Maybe she wants a baby because she does have the option of terminating her pregnancy. She doesn't have to have a baby. She doesn't have to when she gets pregnant. She doesn't have to have a baby with Nelly. They said they're just trolling. I don't believe that she's pregnant. I don't believe it. I believe Ashanti does a lot of all right, nigga. I believe she does like a lot of that. Like it's like but don't think I was born at night. Not last night. Ooh, this sun, it feels so good on my face, but it's burning up. It is burning up, burning up, burning up for your love. I'm burning up for your love. Don't turn me off, cause I'm on fire. Yes, and I can't quench my desire. And don't you know that I'm burning up for your love? You're not convinced that is enough to put myself in this position. Come on, Madonna! You wanna see me down on my knees? I'm bending over backwards now, would you be pleased? I'm not your average, I do anything, I'm not the same, I have no shame, I'm on fire, yes, come on, Madonna, bitch! Bitch, let me tell you something about that, girl, if she wanna do what she wanna do, that's my opinion. Some woman got in the comments and says, you go around, you hate black men. She had her cape on, choking. Yes, and I can't quench my desire. You're not convinced that is enough. Come on, let go. Yeah. Come on, Madonna, bitch. Do you want to see me down on my knees? Girl, I had to listen to Madonna, child. Come on. I'm burning up, yes. Yes. Do y'all remember how songs used to play all the way to the end and you can hear the song just like fading out? This burning up. A lot of Michael Jackson songs used to do that. They play all the way to the end of the tape. Burning up, baby. You know you got me burning up, baby. Burning up for your love. Yes, burning up for your love. All the way to the end of the track, honey. Shout out to Madge and her hips, girl. Her hips today and her eyebrows today. Shout out to Madonna, honey. That was my girl, elementary school. I was singing those songs. I have no shame. I'm on fire. See, you in elementary school singing Madonna. For real. But anyways, girl, Ashanti, she gonna do what she want to, and women are gonna keep doing it. All we can do is give our opinions. I don't think that there's the value that y'all place in marriage and being attached to a man is not as valuable as you think. The patriarchy makes you believe that there's value in it when we can see that the institution of marriage is flawed. Some people get it right, but it's grossly flawed. When half of the people return the item, if a bunch of cars went on sale and half of the people returned the car, would you go and buy that car and take a chick, girl? They said I'm fear-mongering. No, girl. I'm just telling you, on your journey, this is what you need to look out for. I'm not telling you and make your choice, honey, because then your choice is going to lay the rest of the path. The choices lay the path. Yes, you're always closing the door. Listen, but that only makes me want you more. These songs are crazy. I come for your love. You're not convinced that is enough to justify my wanting you. Yes, come on, bitch. This be my shit. Come on, Madonna. But yeah, girl. So I feel like that's how I feel. Y'all already know how I feel. Y'all already know. I'm not one that's gonna stigmatize a woman who doesn't want to be married and have children. I'm not that solo without a man. If a man wants to, like I said online today, if a man wants to contribute to the raising of the child and, you know, whatever, come and spend time and do all those fine things, you don't need to be in the house to do that. This idea that you want the woman to be married just so the child can have a father, the woman does not need to be married. History has showed you the woman doesn't need to be married. Well, the state of the world is because they come from single mothers. No, that's not true. They actually find communities of men, and those men have found other communities of men who, by design, do not like women. They have an adversity to women. They don't really like women, but they need you around so you can agree to be a what? Class? A maid, a mattress, and a mule. Come on. I'm bending over backwards. Now, would you be pleased? I'm not the others. I'll do anything. I'm not the same. I have no shame. And you should. You should have some goddamn shame, girl. You should have some shame. You don't want to bend over backwards and do what he pleases. Girl. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. I think she's putting value in the marriage. I wouldn't want to be married to Nelly. Girl. What? Now, maybe you want to have a baby with a pretty smile and some big-ass teeth, then you choose Nelly as the DNA duplicator for that purpose. Somebody just ran that light. That was so nasty and it's so ugly. I don't like when people run lights. That's why I tell my son, you gotta wait 2 seconds, 1,000, 2 1,000, and then you go into the intersection because there's going to be people running the light. All right, y'all. I gotta go. We had enough. That was 27 damn minutes. We had enough of talking about that. Y'all let me know what you think. I just find that people don't like for women to be warned because they want women to fall into the patriarchal trap, the patriarchal pitfall of believing and putting value in really what only has value in being of service. Honestly, the way that they see you as being of service, that's where their value lies too. You have to be of service and then not lead. You're the goddamn general, bitch. You got to tell that motherfucker what to do, and at the same time you tell your community he's your leader, girl. That don't make no kind of goddamn sense in the world, and you know it. You have to agree to an illusion in order to participate in this shit. You understand me? Anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace. Put your oxygen mask on first.